Forest fans, we've got massive news today that explains everything that's been happening behind the scenes at the City ground. You know those tensions between Nuno and the board? Well, we've just discovered the signing that could have changed everything. A player Nuno was absolutely desperate to bring back. Someone he knew could be the missing piece of our puzzle. This isn't just about one failed transfer. This is about the future of our manager and what it means for the rest of the season. If you're a true Forest fan, stay until the end, hit that like button and subscribe, because what we're about to reveal shows just how different things could have been for our beloved Reds. Right then, Forest faithful, let's dive into this absolute bombshell that's rocking the City ground. You know how we've all been watching Nuno's press conferences lately, seeing the frustration written all over his face. Well, now we know exactly what's been eating away at our Portuguese gaffer, and it all comes down to one name, Adama Traoré. Picture this, Nuno sitting in his office, probably staring at that empty right-wing position after Anthony Elanga's shocking 52 million move to Newcastle, and he thinks he's found the perfect solution. Not just any player, but someone he knows inside out, someone he's worked magic with before at Wolves. Adama Traoré, the man with pace that terrifies defenders, power that can change games in seconds, and that unique ability to make opposition. Coaches lose sleep just thinking about him warming up on our touchline. But here's where it gets really interesting, Forest fans. Nuno wasn't just casually interested in Traoré. According to The Athletic's latest revelations, our manager was absolutely convinced this was the signing that could transform our season. He believed he had cracked the code on how to get the best out of this complex player, something that's eluded many managers before him. Remember those electric performances Traoré put in under Nuno at Wolves? Our gaffer was banking on recreating that magic in Nottingham Red. Forest fans, what do you think about this missed opportunity? Could Traoré have been the game changer we needed? Let us know in the comments. We're reading them all and want to hear your thoughts. The plot thickens though, because while Nuno was pushing hard for his reunion with the Spanish speedster, the Forest hierarchy had other ideas. They were looking at different targets, prioritizing other positions, and ultimately that deal for Traoré just never materialized. Can you imagine the frustration? Here's Nuno, probably presenting his case, showing videos, explaining how Traoré's explosive pace and raw power could give us that X factor we've been missing. And the answer comes back, no dice. This is where things start to make sense about all those cryptic comments from Nuno recently. The reports are suggesting that this failed pursuit of Traoré created serious friction between our manager and the recruitment team, particularly with Edu. We're talking about a relationship that's supposedly fallen apart over this one signing. It shows just how passionate Nuno felt about bringing the Fulham winger to the City ground. But wait, there's more to this story that every Forest fan needs to understand. While we missed out on Traoré, the club didn't leave Nuno completely empty-handed. We brought in Dan Ndoye from Bologna, and then, in that dramatic deadline day scramble, we splashed $35 million on Dilane Bakwa from Strasbourg. Do you think the board made the right call, choosing Bakwa over Traoré? Drop your opinions below and join the discussion with fellow Forest supporters. Now here's where it gets really interesting for us Forest faithful. Could Bakwa actually be the better choice? The young Frenchman contributed 14 goals and assists last season for Strasbourg, showing the kind of end product that, let's be honest, Traoré has never consistently delivered throughout his career. While Adama has that incredible pace and power that gets fans off their seats, his final ball and finishing have always been question marks. Bakwa brings that same pace and dynamism that Nuno was craving from Traoré, but with the added bonus of actually knowing where the back of the net is. At just 21 years old, this lad has the physical profile to thrive in the Premier League, and the technical skills to make defenders' lives a misery. The scouts who've been watching him closely say he's got everything: pace, power, and most importantly, That killer instinct in the final third that we've been desperately needing on the right side. Think about it. Forest fans, while Nuno might have felt frustrated about missing out on his preferred target, could the recruitment team have actually done him a favor? Bakwa represents the future, a player who can grow with this team and potentially become a cornerstone of our attack for years to come. Traoré, as exciting as he is, comes with his own set of question marks and might have been more of a short-term fix. The timing of this revelation is absolutely crucial too. With Nuno's future at the City ground still very much up in the air, understanding these behind-the-scenes tensions helps explain so much about what we've been seeing publicly. Our manager's relationship with the hierarchy, those pointed comments in press conferences, the visible frustration, it all stems back to this fundamental disagreement about squad building and transfer priorities. What's your take on this whole situation? Are you Team Nuno or do you back the board's decision? The comment section is buzzing and we want every Forest voice heard. So where does this leave us moving forward? Well, Forest faithful, Bakwa is our reality now, and from what we're seeing in training and his early appearances, this could be a blessing in disguise. The French winger has everything needed to succeed at this level: pace that can stretch any defense, technical ability to create chances out of nothing, and that crucial end product that makes all the difference in tight Premier League games. As we wrap up today's deep dive into this transfer saga that's been bubbling under the surface, remember that these stories show us just how much passion and dedication goes into every decision at our beloved club. Whether you agree with missing out on Traoré or you're excited about Bakwa's potential, one thing's certain: the City ground is never short of drama. That's all from today's Forest update. But before you go, if this inside story has given you new insights into what's happening with our Reds, smash that like button, hit subscribe for all the latest Forest news, and ring that notification bell so you never miss another update. Keep supporting our team through thick and thin, and remember, we are Nottingham Forest and we'll never stop believing. Come on, you Reds!